Attention students, the Jabroni University Network is now in session. Please make your way to class.
Damn, that was a good podcast, guys. You know what we should do though? We should do like a podcast where I think we were talking about it. We should do it right now, actually. A podcast where we talk about our pausable moments. You know, like that time that Drew paused it at Boogie Nights to check out Dirk Diggler's dick.
He also did that in Wild Things to look at Kevin's bacon.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts, guys.
And he did it in Goldmember for Austin Powers. Or for Fat Bastard. But welcome to the Draft Podcast. Special edition.
Yeah.
Pausable Moments, a.k.a. Quick Jerks. We got James Bryington, Drew Kistler, the Tugboat, and we got Andy A-Train Liner. What's going on, baby Brizzle?
Man, Tugboat kind of takes on a different meaning in this episode.
Talking about that Dirk Diggler?
I don't have any scenes where they tug it on a boat.
No.
I don't think. Oh, I
just
do
heard-
have a boat scene. Holy shit.
So do I. Actually.
Boats and hoes.
Oh, man.
But I just refer to my penis as a boat.
Actually, now I have two boat scenes.
Ooh, two.
But I refer to your penis as a dinghy.
I can think of two. I could think of two.
Oh, Tommy Boy.
You saying that, I don't know how I forgot about this movie, but I'll have to write that down. But now I have two.
Well, shut up about it then.
Yeah, you shut up. No, I have three. No.
So, before we just record this episode, ladies, you might not be into this one.
Well, they might, though. Don't, ladies want to know what men are thinking about, too,
That's
Just
true.
Like
This
dudes
is
want to know what ladies are thinking about.
This is like a podcast version of a poll that would be in some of those magazines that we had as teenagers. You know what I'm talking about? Like a FHM, or like I would do the quizzes in that girl magazine.
Yeah.
We all did it. Come on, we know.
A lot of the scenes that I can remember that really got me going are like real true, like making love moments. It's not like
Wow,
fucking beat 'em up sex shit. It's not like that.
Right.
It's like actually,
Yeah.
they're fucking. I started thinking about how movies basically shaped my entire life and way of thinking. So like all the little like things that I find really sexy now are just fucking basically off these scenes that I watched when I was younger.
and we should definitely preface why this episode we think is a cool episode to do. We've talked several times about how kids these days have access to all this stuff that you wouldn't have access to that early. So they lose a little bit of their imagination. The first time them seeing something isn't as big of a deal as it felt like it was for us because we had to search for it. One of the ways that we had to search for, these different scenes was we would have a movie that would be rented or our parents would own or maybe an older brother or sister would own.
Like you'd go to
put it in.
Yeah, you'd go to the video store and your parents would have like 4 videos and you'd be like, Mom, can you get this one too? And she'd just put it underneath, not look at it, but you're like, that's a rated R movie. There's going to be some titties in that movie.
Yeah. And you're hoping to watch it while, I don't know, maybe they're taking a nap. Maybe they're out of the house. Cause you want to literally, I don't know if you guys did this, but I would put in movies that I would get from the library from time to time. And literally, I remember doing it for, Taxi and being so upset because I was bummed because I'm like, man, there wasn't any good parts. I thought it was supposed to be dirtier. So I literally would fast forward it on not 4 times speed, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to kind of so I would watch some movies without ever having watched them, but knowing and understanding of what some of the stuff happened. Yeah. Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not like Taxi, because that's actually a really good movie, but...
Well, it's interesting.
Yeah, but when I was like 13,
yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
true.
that.
It's funny that you just brought that up, because I was just listening to Chris Jericho's podcast, and he had Eli Roth on, and they were talking slasher movies. Mm-hmm. And Jericho was talking about what him and his buddies called the Cheapskates Club. What is it?
Cheapskate?
Yeah, Cheapskates Club. And I can't say the word for whatever reason. I never
the
Chesapeake Club, and how they were too. They had like 5 things, and it was the criteria of these horror movies that they were like, if it was worth the $5 they spent on the rental or whatever. One was like boobs. One was like how good the kills were, and like they said if you like. You started at 5 and then you counted down to 0, and if you got to 0, it was worth the $5 to spend on the rent.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's a pretty cool way to look at it.
So like $1 per thing you want in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, but
I like that.
That actually reminds me.
That's a fantastic idea for a podcast. Too.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because that just reminded me of the one that I forgot to put in here.
But yeah, this is a... what you were talking about is like, it was such about the experience. And I'm not just talking about this, even like going to get music or anything. Like, It was about the experience of going there and like going into a music store where it was just covered with CDs, wall to wall. And you're like, I don't know who even knows? And then you'd have to ask the guy, and he's like, oh, well, you like this, there'd be that fucking Yoda that worked behind the counter. Like
James was one of those.
I was
with,
that guy.
Titties and movies.
I was. Fuck. That's kind of embarrassing.
Hey, man. Hey, we all start from somewhere, and I personally think it's cool because even though this episode is about to get super weird and super awesome, I think it's kind of cool that we had to search for stuff that now kids these days don't necessarily have to search for.
We had to work to get our rocks off. And now these kids just get their rocks handed to them. Damn it.
Exactly. So this podcast that we're about to record right now is a celebration of that.
And I just want to say before, I want to thank the good people at Mr. Skin, too, for making research much easier on this.
Hell yeah. Socially, the way things are today, like I feel like rape is a way bigger issue today than it was when we were younger, So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the ease of being able to get these things, because now you get these kids that they could start searching titties on Google at the age of 10, and then next thing you know, they think sex is supposed to just come easy like that. So they assume they can take whatever they want whenever they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an interesting point because, for instance, going on a date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You take a chick on a date, and then you're like, you're hoping you can at least get a kiss, right?
Yeah.
And now they have freaking Tinder, where literally you're just looking to score.
You could look for a girl that just says, "My pussy's wide open right now. Come get me." That's
yeah, Drew.
Yeah, I'm more of a grinder guy.
Grinder Mahal.
All right, let's shake this box up.
Okay, so after all this, to be clear, we're choosing movies with sex scenes that we have jerked off to.
I was just going to say that we've paused to.
Oh, either way.
Yeah.
Okay, we've paused to it.
Some of them aren't even sex scenes.
I jerked off.
Who knew we got a little socio-political on that
I think that's because
the jerk off episode is going to lead to some real deep talk, guys.
It's just because I think about the things that I was thinking when I was looking up all these old movies that I used to try to find so hard. It made it to me.
Worse.
It made love and sex seem like something you have to work for and try for, and like, you give and they give. You know what I mean? It's like a give relationship rather than just these days kids think they get whatever they want whenever they want. Right. So it's a take relationship.
And you know what's fun is since we talked about this, we threw out the idea, just following that last podcast, but it's already become a thing at work where we'll talk about an old movie and like somebody else will throw out, that had a pausable moment in it. Like it's already catching on in my work. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah.
So that's what this is. This is Pausable Moments.
Moments.
We're gonna leave it at that and let your imagination do the rest, since that's what this episode's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's pause
Take
that.
it away.
Let's pause that
all right.
moment and
so Drew can jerk off the box here. All right. Let's see here. Drew gets first pick.
Ooh, that seems appropriate.
Well, Andy's number 2.
All right.
I am.
James number 3.
I basically am the Cadillac of pausing.
I don't know why I say
there's a clear 2 to me, but this is the thing. We don't know. I don't know what you experienced. I don't know what you experienced. You guys don't know what I experienced. So the answers could be all over the board, but I have a clear-cut number 1 for me personally.
Well, I'm going to go with my number 1. And this for me, this wasn't so much of a even one that I probably did it less to this as I did other ones. Paused it. But it was because when it happened, I had been waiting for it for so long. And I'm talking about Alexander, the movie Alexander with Rosario Dawson. And that was a moment I was waiting to pause for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an awesome scene too.
Yeah. So
that scene starts out with kind of what we were just talking about. It's almost like he's about to rape her, but then during the situation, while she's fighting him off, they fall in love. He explains to her how much he loves her.
Huh.
That's a pretty crazy scene.
So
I've never seen this movie.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's not. It's the only reason I bought it though.
Yeah,
it's about Alexander the Great.
Yeah, it's a really horrible movie. It's one of the most boring movies I've ever seen.
I don't know why. I was thinking about a kid in King Arthur's court, and I was like, what scene did you pause to that?
Fucking kid. I forgot about that goddamn movie. That has fucking Kevin from... Oh, never mind. Shouldn't talk about that yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, boy. No, I hear you there. The movie that I'm about to take, this is my number 1 for, this is probably a lot of people's number 1 too, I would say. There's a couple that are like, toss up number 1s. But this one is so iconic of a scene, and I gotta take your girl, Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct.
Oh man.
That scene. Yeah. Because to me, the pausable moment is also about, can you see? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, whoa, did I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, did I just see that? Like, that type of thing. Like, if it's just happening and everything's all out there, the imagination, it's still there, but it's gone a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas that scene where she just like, bam, uncrosses the legs, you're like, whoa, that's a pausable moment. You have to pause.
You know what's funny? If you're like too slow to pause, you could pause on Newman's face from Seinfeld, and he's just staring at it like, oh.
What's great is he's staring at it, and then like he gets like he looks like he's getting caught, and he's like, and he just like looks down or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so funny, but I mean, she was just like
In the heat of the moment, pauses on Newman's face. He's like, fuck it. Get it over with.
Speaking of this, though, how great was it when VCRs like came standard with the slow-mo?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would pause,
rewind, rewind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But that was a scene that literally, I think almost everybody, like, I knew we were talking about that because it was like that's the one that would come up if somebody'd be like, oh, you want to see a movie with something, you know? You're like, check this one out.
Check out Dennis Nedry,
yeah. Check out Michael Douglas, yeah.
By the way, this scene, I think maybe, a couple of these will show up, but a good scene is always great when it's parodied. And the parody of this in Loaded Weapon is
it is really
fucking funny when she does it and it just comes back, it cuts back and it's just like a stuffed beaver like sitting there in the chair.
Oh, fuck.
And this is a movie that gets better with HD.
Oh, good Lord.
That was the first Blu-ray I bought.
I'm just saying, because when you paused it like on VHS, you were like, am I seeing something?
There's lines through it.
You had to pause and then track it.
But Andy's like, once I got that 1080p, oh man. I saw that pussy full blast. Fucking A. Oh, shit.
All right, James.
All right, it's to me. I got to pick two in a row, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, first off, I'll just pick the one that everyone can instantly think of, and we've already even said the name of it, and that is Wild Things. Because, good Lord, Denise Richards, when I first saw this, I went to the theater and saw this movie with a buddy of mine, and both of us were like,
adjusting.
Like, we just couldn't even
adjusting.
We couldn't even believe what we were seeing.
They didn't look at each other for the rest of the movie.
It came out in 1998, so I was 16 years old when this movie came out. And man, boy was I a lucky 16-year-old. Good Lord.
Nev Campbell.
That whole, like, the scene with them in the pool, Nev and Denise Richards, and then the three-way scene when Nev's just pouring champagne all over Denise Richards' titties. Good Lord. We may have to stop for a second. I'll be right back.
So this movie is the first one that James, to me, when he was working at Hollywood Video, he was like, dude, you have got to see Wild Things. He's like, I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Well, not to mention, it's a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fun movie.
I don't remember the movie.
I don't.
But.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched the rest of the movie.
It's actually a crazy fucking movie. Fucking Bill Murray shows up as a private detective, I think, or a lawyer.
Oh wow!
Towards halfway through the movie, and then fucking Kevin Bacon coming out of the shower. You see that old jingle dangling. Hell yeah! I remember
Dirk Diggler.
I remember when I was 16 and I saw that, I was like, "Oh God, way to ruin the fucking movie!" But now I don't care, you know.
Right. Now you're like, give me some more of that Jason Segel dick.
After Euro trips, after watching Euro Trip, dick scenes don't bother me anymore. After you see 1,000 of them running down a beach, you just like, okay.
Yeah.
And you get older and you're like, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, plus, you know, you can appreciate Wild Things for spreading the nudity around. And not just selling it to the guys. You're selling something to the ladies too, you know?
Yeah.
Not that ladies, I mean, as we know from today, dick pics aren't really something ladies care about, but, you know.
Yeah, guys, don't send dick pics.
Sometimes.
None of them care.
But I think I was.
Talking to you, Brett Favre.
Even ladies, I was kind of interested to go back as I got older. Hey, what was Kevin's thing really like? You know,
Check that out.
You know,
me.
Like, have you guys seen Tiger Woods' dick pic that just came out?
No.
No.
Dude, Tiger Woods is stacked, boy. He's got a club. He's got a club for sure.
Well, I can imagine with 84 mistresses or whatever the hell it was. So.
He's packing a.
He's got an 8 wood.
Oh.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, whatever.
I don't even know if woods go all the way up to 8.
They don't.
Well, go look at Tiger Woods' pecker. It's an 8 wood.
Check out his pitching wedge.
I don't think I've ever used the word pecker. Until just now.
That would actually be a funny one, is just names for stuff, like
names for penises.
Yeah, penis or even vagina. Like,
we could do 2 separate ones.
Yeah, like there's so many like stupid.
We could make up some funny ones too.
Yeah.
I'll have to write that on the board.
Yeah.
Tiger pulls out his driver.
Yeah. All right. I think we got it now.
I think you've gone through the bag at this point.
His sand wedge.
With that, we'll move on from Tiger Woods' putter to James's next pick.
Oh shit! I forgot I had another one, and I just said it. Let's see here. All right. I think I got something for you guys. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. Probably not, considering it has William Baldwin and Cindy Crawford in it. But
you've shown me the scene.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
This scene in Fair Game. I don't know, dude. When I saw this as a kid, I rented this movie. I was probably working at Hollywood Video at the time when I saw it, or maybe I rented it like a couple years after it came out or whatever from there. But fuck, man, this scene this was one of my go-tos for sure. I would rent this movie because you get free movie rentals every night. You just have to bring them back the next day you work. Yeah. So I would go to work and rent like a movie like Legend of Bagger Vance, a movie that's a good movie.
Whoa.
And then I'd go back to work the next day.
Again.
I'd go back to work the next day feeling a little horny. I'd be like, well, I guess I'll grab Fair Game again. And then next thing you know, if you look at my rental history, Fair Game was rented like 76 times. Like every other movie was
figuring out how to justify that it's actually a legit good movie.
Did Hollywood Video have a section?
No.
No, it didn't.
No.
Because
it was a family video store.
Well, ironically, Family Video had a section.
Did they?
Yeah, but I was just thinking about this because when people brought back DVDs, you have to pop it and look at it and all that. Like, people aren't washing their hands before they're putting the DVD back into the case. You know what I mean? Think about how fucking gross. Like, the inside of that disc just how gross is where the people put their little finger to put it in there. That's like a fucking.
I don't want to think about this.
How have people?
Why are you doing this right now?
How have people not died from just handling DVDs?
Who are you?
Isn't that like?
No, I don't like that because that's what I did for a living.
Wait. First off, who the hell isn't going to wash their hands before they take the DVD out of the DVD player?
Oh, dude,
what if you hear the door? Are you're seriously going to the bathroom, wash your hand, then come into the DVD in hopes that your parents don't turn on the TV or something?
Well, maybe they would just stop the movie, right?
Yeah.
But what if they come in and
bash the DVD player on the floor just because your parents walked in?
No, I'm just saying you gotta you pull it out. Wouldn't you pull out the DVD real fast?
I don't know. What are you doing, jerking off in the living room?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, anything though. If you hear anything, even if you're in your room and you hear, and you're thinking, "Oh man, I got a half hour. I can get a good alone by myself, pausable moment here," and
and then all of a sudden you hear a door, are you just gonna, I'm in my room, I'm safe, nobody knows what's going on?
I want to pause the moment
right
that you did that.
I can just speak for myself and say that I never grabbed a DVD with anything on my hand still.
Well, I'm not.
But I bet there are gross I've met some people that I'm sure just have cum on their hands all the time, and like I'll be at work and shake somebody's hand and think, I bet this is just covered with a layer of dried cum. You know, like those wax hands you get at the medieval fair? You dip your hand in the wax? Yeah. That's like what I imagine people's like when I'm shaking their hand at work and I'm like, oh God. Fucking A.
So yeah, don't do that.
but even,
I guess you don't need to anymore.
Here's the thing though, even if everybody did wash their hands, that's still pretty gross to think about. Like,
yeah, we get it, Drew. You don't have to keep
choosing
on a dead horse, all right?
It's supposed to be for the imagination.
We get the idea.
Now I'm imagining just everything covered in cum.
Just stop ruining this podcast. Oh, God. Everyone just...
You want to say anything else about fair game?
Everyone already turned it off. They're like, no, this is too disgusting.
All right, first of all, that just freaked me out. We're talking about that. Drew picks up a cup, and on the side of his cup is Sergeant Slaughter just eyeing me down.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I guess I'll just take my next pick.
Yeah, there you go.
So for my next pick, we're talking Pausable Moments here. So I have to go with, this is a moment everybody waited for so long, and they got it. And Drew mentioned a different one before we started recording that this lady happened to be in, but this is the one that really was like, you can watch it for a movie, but everybody knew why they were watching it. And we're talking about a movie with John Travolta.
Yeah.
We're talking Swordfish.
Yeah, that was even though it was
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Even though that was the nice one, I think it was followed up even better.
Sure, but
yes, the excitement of the excitement of that first time of being like, oh my God, have you seen Swordfish? Why? Is it a good movie? I don't know.
Yeah, and it actually is a good movie.
Yeah, it was
Swordfish
good.
is a badass movie. Dude, even that scene where Hugh Jackman goes to the
in the hotel?
To the interview thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He goes to the interview thing with John Travolta sitting at that table, and it was like some casino or something, and he tells him hack whatever right now. And he makes one of the girls like go down on him while he's doing it.
Oh yeah,
you remember that? That's a fucking.
Yeah.
That's a pausable moment.
Yeah, no, there's some pausable, but Halle Berry was just like
the
anticipation, and everyone like that was the first one that I remember that people were like before it came out. I don't know where the internet was at, but that was the first one.
Pretty early stages of internet.
Yeah. But I that's the one I remembered, like, literally everybody was talking about, hey, man.
Oh, yeah.
Halle Berry shows her titties in Swordfish?
Fucking A. Well, that's why they paid her an extra $500,000 to do it.
Yeah. And literally, like, it was being brought up, like, everywhere I went. People would be like, so did you hear about Halle Berry?
Dude, I guarantee that brought in an extra, like, fucking $20 million to their earnings or whatever.
Yeah, and now
like
that you got
deal.
like people that put the shit just out there, like but for this one, this was like, this is one people were anticipating for a long time.
Yeah,
because Halle Berry was like the shit at that time, day and age.
Yeah,
she still is, but like,
is anyone going to pick the other movie?
Maybe.
Really? I'm not.
Oh God.
It's
like disturbing to me, the other movie.
But that's the thing. On mute, it's not as disturbing.
Even then, I don't know. I guess just because I know what the movie's like about, and if you've heard it one time, you can never get that out of your head. If you pick it, we'll talk about it.
All right. Golly, guys. Well, let's go to...
I didn't really explain the sex scene in Fair Game. We just talked about dirty DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It was very... I remember watching it, and it was very, like 90s, like, it had, like, the jazzy music. And
dude.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
Yeah.
90% of the movies
jazz.
I have on here are just like that. It's primal, though. Like, the sex scene is... They're literally being chased by people trying to kill them, and they stop to take the time to have sex on a train. And then while they're having sex, somebody jumps into the train car and tries to shoot at them. Oh, fuck. Shit's crazy.
All right.
But anyways, go ahead.
And that's where James paused it.
So, for this pick, I'm going to go with Desperado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Little Selma Hayek. Yeah. This is one that was, like, so many, you could just keep it playing. Some movies are really bad and you just can't, like,
yeah.
You're just watching it, but that's such a good movie, and smack dab in the middle of it is them titties, so.
Hell yeah, man.
Damn titties.
And that's another one that you wanted to see Selma, like, people were just obsessed with her. Like,
they were.
Like myself.
Yeah.
All right.
People were also obsessed with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, they were.
He was really good in that animated movie.
Man,
going into Drew's next pick.
What happened? That was like, he was huge in the 90s.
Antonio?
Yeah.
Just got old, man.
Yeah.
By huge?
But I feel
talking about his.
But I feel like he could have had like that, like Sean Connery older guy type career too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how good I don't know how good of an actor he is. I can't think. The only movie that I can think of where he really like acted hardcore was Philadelphia. Like, everything else was just kind of like...
Just action.
He's sexy. Like sexy Spanish guy, in every other movie.
Yeah.
But Philadelphia...
I think it's really hard for a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Especially on the dude side of things. For a sex symbol to go from a sex symbol like that into a real legitimate actor.
Yeah. I mean, he was amazing in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm not saying he was bad.
But that's what I'm saying. That's like the only time he ever like really showed... what he could do. So maybe that's why people don't try to cast him in like serious movies now.
Well, for my next pick, I was and am a huge Dawson's Creek fan.
Yes, I know where you're going.
So to watch the to watch The Gift.
Oh my God, I almost forgot about The Gift.
And to see sweet Katie Holmes, sweet boobies.
See, that's another scene where I was like, man, I can't wait to see Katie Holmes' titties, and then the scene is just her getting slapped around by Greg Kinnear, and it's like,
well, that's why you have to pause it before that.
Even like when she's getting, like they show like from under the titties up while she's getting slapped, so you see those just like bang against each other. It's like a brutal scene. It's kind of takes me out of it. But yeah, you definitely gotta pause right when they come out and then get your stuff done and then continue to watch the movie because it's a fucking amazing movie.
I just want to point out that that's the third movie that James told me about. Wild Things, Fair Game, and The Gift.
Hell yeah.
I swear to you.
Fucking A.
Yeah. Because I think we were talking like Dawson's Creek, and you were like,
fucking smut
powder.
Oh,
dude, The Gift, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And you're like,
dude,
are you serious?
This is my secret life that you're outing to everybody.
Oh man, yeah,
the fucking porn curator.
Yeah, you should have. Like,
when you watch you watch that many movies, and you're a dude talking to one of your other buddies who's a dude, though.
Yeah,
you're gonna naturally no more of that stuff.
You should have had the foresight to have the 2 VCR system set up, and then every time you came across one, just record back to back to back.
I didn't have that kind of drive.
And then you could have sold that compilation to all your buddies.
Yeah, I know.
Andy, how much would you have paid for that?
$20.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Should have done that. I gotta go back. I gotta go back in time.
Even people who you'll see that guy that's coming up and renting Wild Things, and you're like, okay, hey, if you like that, check this out, and it's all yours for $20.
Yeah. Did you do that to people that you didn't know that would come in and rent them?
No, I don't think I never to a stranger, hey, there's Denny's Richard Cities in this. Make sure you get your lotion out. Oh, shit.
No. I think he means did you
Wild Things?
Were you like, oh, I know why this guy's. Were you judging people from on high your
maybe
counter?
You could tell the people that didn't know what they were getting themselves into, and then the people that were I know what's going to happen. Yeah, you could definitely tell.
I still remember, this is a weird story about, Hollywood Video was this weird place where I would go probably, and I didn't work there, but it was like I worked there because I would go there
all the fucking time.
All the time. Yeah. And especially when they were closing and all that kind of stuff. And it was like, you could literally record some sort of Kevin Smith movie by the stuff that was like the conversations and stuff that were happening while they were closing down. And I would even help, put the movies on the shelves and straighten them out. And I wasn't getting paid or anything, but it was just a badass time.
Yeah, that's funny. I did the same. I had a couple buddies that worked at video stores, and I would do the exact same thing. And I had two that worked at Family Videos and one that worked at a Blockbuster. So within 5 years, I was almost always in a fucking movie store.
And what was great is the manager of the movie store was our buddy, James's old best friend.
Gabor.
And it was so it didn't matter what we did, but
hey, we can actually before you finish, we could shout out Gabor and say that he's got the Blind Hungarian YouTube channel now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just something he's doing. It's pretty funny. So, shout out to Gabor.
Shout out Gabor. But there was this weird lady that worked there. And I remember her telling me and my buddy Ron a story. Not a story, but she told us she had a tattoo of an ice cream cone upside down near her area. And it said, "Lick me" on it. We were like, what the fuck?
I do. I remember that. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so weird.
There was a lot of weird people. And now that we're talking about this, I was thinking about how you were talking about dirty movies. I remember when people would return movies and you'd open them up, and there was a few times shit would just be totally unexpected. One time, a dude returned 3 VHS tapes, and all of them were just filled with ants when I opened the box.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's fucking almost like it was sabotage. It was weird. He's like, I'm going to get these guys with these ants.
This movie sucks. Giving them the ant treatment.
But then, you'd get DVDs that just looked like a dog licked them. Just the whole laser side of the disc was just covered in just a film with streaks, and it was shit was fucking gross.
Oh man. So moving into my next pick.
I want to give for Gabor's shout out. I want to give it's Gabor the Blind Guy is his channel. So specifically that, if you guys want to check him out.
How do you spell
go
Gabor?
check him out.
Gabor.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool dude.
It's not like it's Tim.
Yeah. Tim from Minneapolis. All right, so the next one I'm going to go with, this is one that, this has so many scenes in it. So there's pausable moments in there, but like the scenes themselves are just, you're like, oh my God, I've never seen a movie like this in my life.
Yeah.
When it came out. And I'm talking about Cruel Intentions.
Oh, fuck. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that movie.
Dude, that kiss scene between Selma Blair and why am I blanking? Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair when they do that kiss scene.
Yeah,
That, goddamn.
They spoofed that. That spoof was just awful. With the old lady and the saliva.
Not another teen movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking
A. But Cruel Intentions, that was like, the first time I saw that was the hottest fucking movie I've seen from start to finish. Like, at that time in my life. I was like, oh my God. Like, the whole thing was just insane.
Oh yeah, it was like fucking just full on sex show, but without even showing anything. I don't think there's no nudity in the whole movie, but it's so stimulating.
Yeah, it's still rated R, but so that was 1999.
Yeah,
Reese Witherspoon, man.
I know.
That's the movie where I had a huge Reese Witherspoon crush for a long time.
I did too.
And that was the movie that was kind of like, oh my goodness. And then I was still like, damn, I'm feeling the shit out of her in Sweet Home Alabama. But yeah, Cruel Intentions was.
Well, I have a movie written down.
Ridiculous.
I have a movie written down here that you should see. If you have that big of a Reese Witherspoon crush. See, look, I'm still doing it.
The titty connoisseur.
Fucking A.
James Brighton.
Titty connoisseur. I like that. Sounds like the name of an actual dinosaur. Titty connoisseur.
I just spit up on myself. Damn, you got me. Oh, I literally just spit on myself. Not what you're thinking, Drew.
All right. Who is it? You know?
That's you.
Oh. Okay.
You got two?
Go. I got two. Well, since Andy just brought up Reese, I'll go ahead. I was going to pick it anyway. Maybe not as early, but...
Well, this is good for his notes, though.
It is good, yes.
He can write it down. And
let me just get to it here.
And now I don't have to be the creepy dude going into the movie store.
Yeah, he can just
renting it out.
Buy it on iTunes real fast.
You could just search it on any site.
Yeah.
To see the scene. But, well, I guess I didn't write it down. But anyways, it's Twilight with Paul Newman. Have you ever seen it?
Twilight.
Wait, Twilight?
It's called Twilight. It's before the Twilights movies. But it's from, I could have sworn I wrote it down here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. From 1998, Twilight. It's got Paul Newman, Susan Sarandon, Gene Hackman. I think that Susan Sarandon gets naked in this movie too, but I can't remember for sure.
How did Reese Witherspoon end up with these? Those are like 80 stars.
Literally in the first 10 minutes of the movie, Reese Witherspoon is sleeping with Paul Newman. And she gets out of the bed and walks over to the dresser, and she's full naked in the mirror.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And I definitely paused that moment.
I'll tell you what. How many movies, like, in this day and age, in like that 90s, those, like, kind of, like, sexy thrillers?
Yeah.
That was, like, hot for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's actually a lot of that. Big time.
Yeah.
Almost every movie I have is from the 90s. I think the most recent movie that I have is from 2004.
Well, that's also prime pausing.
Right, exactly. But even in 2004, you know, I had met my wife at that point. But that's a movie that, like, blew me away. I might as well just go ahead and say that one now. In 2004, The Girl Next Door, Alicia Cuthbert.
Shit. No, see, that was That was my next pick.
Yeah.
So that movie.
I'm telling you, dude.
That's the hottest girl in a movie ever.
Yeah, it was an amazing movie. It had Emile Hirsch and Alicia Cuthbert, and she moved in next door, and she's like a ex-porn star or whatever, and they end up falling in love. He's in high school still, and she goes to prom with him.
When we were talking on a previous podcast about the scenes in the rain, this is my top scene in the rain.
Oh, really?
Top.
Okay.
I'm giving it away already, but yeah.
I don't even remember the scene in the rain.
I'm all wet.
Oh, I do. Oh, fuck yeah, you're right. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then I think they have to make a porn or something at the end. Isn't like Timothy Olyphant's like some producer that's like the bad guy in the movie? Yeah. I can't remember exactly, but the movie is like, I don't think there's any nudity in this movie either. It's just like sexy through and through, though. Yeah. You know, it's like one of those movies you can just jerk off to the words.
I was going to make like a cool point, and now it's gone. Okay, where was I? I was going to go somewhere with it, and literally it just released.
No, yeah, me too.
The pool scene, though. The pool scenes. We could do a podcast simply on pool scenes.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's another.
Well, and not just like that kind of pool scenes overall. Could be someone falling into a pool. Could be, whatever it is. But yeah, we could do a pool scene podcast.
There's another pool scene that you could use for this now that I didn't even think of until you bring it up. But anyways, that's my 2, I think.
Oh, we brought it up on the last podcast, I think.
I think we did, yeah.
Joker.
Well, no, not that one.
A different one. I was starring in as somebody in a pool.
Damn.
What's her name?
That's a heavy hitter.
Or something.
No, actually, that's not even the one I'm thinking.
Oh, really?
Of. No.
Not Swim Fan?
Geez, no. See how many there is?
There's actually a lot. You're right. We should do pool scenes, but swimming pool scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do that. Write it down.
Because I have a couple more on my list right here that are pool scenes, but I'm actually going to throw those off to the side.
And then we'll do it later.
Yeah, because I'll do them later. So the next one I'm going to go with.
Because I just thought of another pool scene that's bad as fuck, too. Damn it.
Yeah, I have several of them.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going to go here? This movie... Super rentable. This was, let me make sure. You know what? It doesn't matter because at the time,
I did.
What's that?
He asked if I did too. And I did.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. So at the time, I was, not of age, so it's okay if I was like into this and she wasn't. This sounds weird. Okay. Whatever. It's American Beauty.
American Beauty. That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dude. That Mina Suvari scene where she's laying on the petals, the rose petals, my God.
Yeah. That was like, I understood what Homeboy was going through.
Yeah.
But I was okay because at that time I wasn't that old,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 1999, so I was like 16.
I didn't even think that Mina Suvari was that attractive.
It was just the scene. The scene was just that hot. Yeah. And then they made it into the cover.
Until that movie, I didn't think she was that hot, and then I was like, oh fuck.
See, I kind of thought she was hot in American Pie.
Oh, we're only doing 5, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. That's why I told you. I was like, I could go 10 on this.
I really could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
and maybe we just
great pick though. Andy.
Say fucking do it.
You want to?
On the fly.
You have enough for
going 10.
Right now, a lot of these haven't been marked off yet, so I might be able to. So
yeah, okay.
Let's do 10 then. Good, because I got plenty here.
All right, so we'll do that. So American Beauty, it was just like, dude, it was on the cover and it won an Academy Award.
Hell yeah, I know.
the cover itself was like, James, you didn't need to tell me anything about American Beauty because when I looked at the cover, I was like, oh, it's on. Yeah. You didn't need to say shit. And the movie was fantastic as well.
It is a very amazing fucking movie.
I mean, won awards. Is this the first movie on here that won awards?
Oh, I think Fair Game probably won a few Academy Awards.
Yeah?
No.
I was taking your word for it. I was like, for what? Score? Get it?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's an orchestra sex joke.
Oh, shit.
Orchestra sex
Play
joke.
It's a beautiful symphony.
Now,
I'm just doing things over here.
It's a bittersweet symphony.
now this brings up a point that I wanted to ask, but I wanted to wait till we got to something that might. So, even though I'm not going to pick it, if somebody, like even you, Andy, if you wanted, like, the scene where Annette Bening is getting banged in this movie, is that a separate pick or is it off the board?
No, I would say it's just off the board.
It's off the board. The movie's off the board, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're talking movies here.
Okay.
Movies with Pausable Moments, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel where you're coming from, though.
Because there's like other movies that aren't like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, kind of the other scene was.
Yeah, like Swordfish, we make it into a few different scenes.
Yeah.
I think it gets creepy, though, if you start like this scene really got me. Like, then it's just.
I mean, that's what we've been doing for.
Where it gets creepy.
I know, but
that's where it gets creepy.
It's too specific.
Not the whole thing.
It's too specific if we boil it down. You know, like.
Okay. I mean, that's basically what this podcast has been so far.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's the movie that we're talking about. All right.
I just wasn't sure.
This is a podcast with lots of heart.
Pure country, pure heart.
That's your next pick?
No. Well, fuck it. We're going to do it on a boat. A big-ass boat that ends up going down. Spoiler alert. And I'm talking Titanic.
Oh, fucking A.
That's a fantastic one.
Titanic.
That's
I have 3 on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't part of the 2?
That was, but I didn't realize it was.
His other one is Boat Cruise.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the movie where they go on a gay boat.
No, that's
Boat Trip.
Boat Trip.
Boat Trip? Oops. Yeah.
Boat Cruise.
God, man.
Oops. Yeah, Titanic was... That's a surprising one. That's another award winner. We just won award winners back to back with American Beauty and Titanic.
Yeah, best picture.
Wonder if I can keep that streak going. Probably not. No, looking at my list, no.
Best drawing of one of my French girls. Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. That's the dumbest fucking line.
I'll tell you what, though. Not huge into the movie overall.
No.
Like if I watch it back now, I'm like, no.
That's how I was then. I was like, the movie's ruined because it's like, I know what happens.
But the hand scene is really cool where her hand just slaps on the window and comes gliding down.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little creepy there, Andy.
Andy
breaking it down into scenes.
That same moment in horror movies where the bloody hand goes on the window and streaks out. Andy's like, "Oh yeah."
Speaking of orchestras going down,
I was a big. I'm laughing at Andy, not your sound. That was a fucking killer joke. I'm like that too, but with that hand, like you were saying with the hand. But in Billy Madison, when the pickles just go down the window, that was that was another pausable moment. It's not going to make my list.
That's your next pick.
Shit, what will be my next pick? I got to re-strategize now that we're doing more. Because I got to think where your fuckers are going to go. See, I got Titanic up the list. Here's an obscure one, but it's personal. One of the best horror movie franchises ever. My favorite horror movie character. I'm talking Halloween 2. I don't even know the girl's name, but she was the hot nurse in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The hot tub scene, she ends up getting boiled alive in the hot tub, but...
Wow,
yeah.
You have got some weird shit in your brain.
Yeah, the horror movie nudity doesn't usually do much for me.
No.
Because if there's killing before and killing after, it kind of ruins it for me.
Oh, so.
But I do have one...
Titty's a titty.
Drew can separate.
Yeah.
I do have one movie that is horror that's a big one for me.
Big what?
Drew finds the beauty in horror. Yeah. He's like, when people hate Kanye the man and can't listen to his music because they don't like him?
Yeah.
Well, Drew, it's all good. Yeah. It is all good.
Well, for me...
He sees titty and she just gets murdered. Titty's titty. Even if it's got shot.
I
was gonna get real gross, but I'll back off, guys.
Actually,
you're welcome.
I actually started writing a horror movie called Legs, and it's about this pair of legs that gets possessed by a demon. And there's like a lot of sex and like a lot of violence. It's really, but it's also really funny. I think I don't know.
Drew can separate the legs.
Yes. All about that separation.
Oh man,
of church and state.
You should. That actually sounds super interesting. So, are the legs like possessed, but then the body up top on top of the legs is like normal?
It happens.
And, it happens. Just so upset that their legs are possessed.
Well, the whole idea is that the demon isn't powerful enough to possess a whole body. So it only possesses the legs, and the legs would show up on screen as like two disembodied legs, like not being connected. It won't be connected even by the torso,
Yeah.
It'll just be two legs cut off just before where they meet the body. You know what I mean?
Are they wearing like jeans or?
No, it's a woman's legs.
Oh, okay.
And it happens at night. Every night at 3 a.m., that's when the demon possesses or can take control, and it's while the body's sleeping, it takes the legs and goes and kills people.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So they actually
run away from
themselves from a body and then come back to it.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, a lot of triangle jokes.
It's a real B horror movie, like beyond B horror movie. It's like CD horror movie, but I think it'd be really funny if I could actually make it.
And Drew would be cool with that. Because he's into that genre.
Well,
yeah, I'm really into knees. Knees make me so hard.
Oh, God.
Andy?
I like the knee pit.
Or no, James?
No, it's
Andy.
me.
Okay.
Let's see if I can segue from this. Speaking of hard, it's hard to imagine not having this movie on my list. Boom! Like a professional, you bastards.
That's right.
And I have to go with, yeah, this is it. We're talking Nicole Kidman. We're talking Tom Cruise.
Oh, fuck.
We're talking Eyes Wide Shut.
Yep.
That whole damn movie. The whole damn movie.
Yeah.
Another thriller. That kind of that genre that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And I can't for the life of me remember what the movie was about.
It's the first gangbang I ever saw.
Oh, really?
I think so.
And he hasn't stopped since.
Now it's all I do. It's the only thing that can get me off is if I'm surrounded by 100 dudes.
Man's got needs.
Yeah. What's crazy is they were married in this.
Yeah, they were.
I think it was
their
last one, or
it
like in real life.
And didn't it seem like they had no chemistry at all?
Yeah, it seemed like they did so many movies together, and I feel like it was that way.
Well, I don't like far and away. Like they had amazing chemistry, but like in this movie, you could tell that
this was like the end of.
This was the end. Yeah, you could tell that they were on their way out. Like they didn't care anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this movie probably like pushed them over.
She was ridiculous in this movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I came across that realization just recently. Like, fuck, Nicole Kidman is way better than I think people realize. Like,
well, she's an amazing actress.
Yeah, she's done some killer movies.
Yeah. Australia is like one of my favorite movies of all time. The Others as a horror movie is one of the best fucking horror movies. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. I have another.
And she seems like just a cool ass chick.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
For such a cool ass chick, like it's funny because like a lot of times it's the other way around, but it seems like Tom Cruise was the crazy one and she was like the cool ass chick was like, Tom, just get your shit together.
Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same thing with Katie Holmes. You feel like Tom Cruise is the crazy one, and Katie Holmes is just like a victim.
Yeah, she felt crazy for a minute, and then it was like, oh no, she's got her shit. Yeah,
all of
she
Tom
did the gift, and then it was like all downhill from the gift.
We should refer to all of Tom Cruise's girlfriends and wives as victims from here on out. All right, we're back to me, huh? Nobody picked Boogie Nights yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm picking it.
Oh wow, Dirk Diggler.
That's right. Okay. You gotta wait to the end to get off on this one.
This was one that the reason I was asking that is because I felt like you were gonna pick it for the Heather Graham, but I was more of the Julianne Moore variety.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The roller girl scene.
Yeah.
When she just de-blouses and yeah, it's like
de-blouses. That's a sick word.
Yeah. Hey, could you?
That's a sick word.
Hey, baby, de-blouse for me. I'll be right back.
Hashtag the blouse. Hashtag the blouse the bitches.
Hashtag that should be a shirt. Hashtag the blouse. Fuck. All right. Yeah. Boogie Nights, I mean, it's Phil, like Drew said. It's another movie that I'm catering to the ladies as well, because you get to see Mark Wahlberg's prosthetic wiener.
Right.
Yeah.
Which they said was supposed to be even bigger. And it took a long time for them to make, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy watched a whole documentary on this. It's called
Dirk's Diggler.
It's called Making a Murderer. It's like a giant dick that murders.
Speaking of that, how great is American Vandals? The fake.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I'm just saying the idea.
Oh, the trailer looks amazing. Have you seen that, Andy? Oh, it's like Making a Murderer, but it's about this kid that gets caught drawing dicks on cars at his high school.
Oh, wow.
And he claims that he didn't do it. So then it's like a whole documentary trying to find out who did it or if he did it or if he's lying. It's like a complete Making a Murderer spoof just about this high school kid that drew dicks.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then like in the trailer, they're talking about, if you notice there's no hairs on the dicks because this kid, every time he drew a dick before this, it always had the hairs on it too. And the dicks on the cars don't have hairs, so that's like the one key to show that he didn't do it.
That's fantastic.
It's the hairy balls.
Yeah, I don't know I think it might be out next month or something, but dude, it looks so funny.
Yeah. Man, that's your next pick, huh?
No. Actually, it's the dick scene from Superbad.
Yes.
No, it's not. For my next
I would
pick,
understand.
For my next pick, this is another movie that maybe you guys haven't seen before, but the first time I saw this movie, I was at my buddy Joe Bass's house, and his dad had this collection of movies, and when we were talking about Kentucky Fried Movie, that was one of the movies I first saw at Joe Bass's house. His dad had like every movie from the 70s and 80s that you could fucking dream of, and it was like he hollowed out this closet and made specific shelves for VHS tapes. He had everything categorized. Like you could go through and find fucking anything.
Oh, wow.
It was fucking amazing. But then he didn't like us watching or doing anything or touching his movies. So we would always have to do it while he was not there. But,
sure.
But I saw this movie called The Last Picture Show there, which is I'm pretty sure that this is an award-winning movie.
Yeah, I believe so.
But it's about it's a coming-of-age high school movie, to be honest with you. It could have gone on our coming-of-age podcast, but you get to see Sybil Shepherd, very young Sybil Shepherd, 1971.
Wow.
Naked in black and white. And my God, is it everything you can dream of? Oh, yeah. I'm turning into that guy that was at that Good Luck Chuck feeling.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, man.
Sybil.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, God. And I think it's actually a pool scene where you get to see her naked, too. Holy
really?
shit.
That pool scene's just doing the damn thing. You know what? I'll go to a movie that has a pool scene as well.
Yeah.
And this dude has a few movies that could be on this list, and he's had one movie that's already been on this list where he was on a boat. And I gotta go with Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
With Leonardo DiCaprio?
Well, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the scene.
What's the scene that you like the most?
I mean, they've got a few scenes, but the reason I remember this one is because this was a movie that like was in my house as far as like it was cool to I guess own it or whatever. But they had a pool scene where he was like walking her down. Then they had another scene where they were handling business, and yeah. So there was some scenes in this one.
You know what's funny is the original Romeo and Juliet from the 70s. Yeah. Well, that might not even be the first one, but there was a one from the 70s that we watched in school. I've seen it twice in school, and they cut a nude sex scene out of the movie for school.
Oh, really?
So when I worked at Hollywood Video, I rented that so I could see the sex scene.
Yeah.
And dude, it's fucking pretty good.
Yeah.
The chick that plays Juliet has some.
You know, that's funny. I just heard somebody on a podcast talking about that movie, and I just started watching it like last week, and I only got like a half hour in, and I was like, I'm kind of.
The 70s one?
Yeah. It's like
it's kind of boring, and it's really.
It's like a Italian guy that made it, right? It's like a.
Yeah, it might be. It's really like, it's all the official language.
Yeah.
Just like, it's not updated at all like the Leonardo one, even though they use the Shakespearean dialogue in that too, but
yeah,
but at least they put it in current time.
Yeah,
that one's straight up in the 15.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but it's I mean, the sex scene is worth it. Yeah, pretty good.
I'll have to keep watching it.
I just honor.
Yeah, so watch the new Romeo and Juliet, and to be honest, it might be something that's not even all that much, but it was just something that was in my house.
Something you had access to. I got you.
Yeah. It could have just been. You know, that Vogue magazine, you know, that's just sitting there and you're like, why would I look at Vogue? And then all of a sudden there's just like, happens to be one page in the 200-page magazine. You're like, okay.
That's why people get this.
Yeah. You guys remember Vogue magazine, right?
Yeah, of course.
You'd be looking
still
for,
around.
Like, literally, you'd be looking for anything in the house that like you know what I'm saying?
It's true, yeah. You'd like drape a mop over a basketball and you'd be like, yeah. Yeah, girl.
I used to get those weekend papers. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like you know what I'm talking about? Like
a Sunday newspaper?
No. It was
the
like
weekend section?
It was probably like a 10 to 12 page thing.
And you'd layer the floor with it?
And it'd be like a free thing that you get out of like the newspaper thing, you know what I'm talking about?
You'd cover you'd use it to cover all the floor in the bed and
but
stuff.
On the back. Yeah, no. But in the back they would have like call this number for a good time, like you know.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
So that's how you bought your first prostitute.
No. But it was like phone sex lines. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And the magazine would be like stuff going on in the city and the weekend and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One time there was a picture with like a whole bunch of people, and There was this one girl.
We're getting real deep into Andy's catalog.
There was this one girl. She was just kind of like bent over a little bit. And you can see just like a little bit. And the photo guy forgot to like edit it out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. You were looking for anything. So, like Romeo and Juliet just happened to be there. And it was like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Dude, I used to have
Yep. Two scenes in a movie, a little too specific. But that's story.
It is too specific. But we've already gone down the rabbit hole. I used to have a comic book called this is fucking horrible. I had a comic book called Shaman's Tears. It was the first issue of
that sounds like something that I would have named.
The first issue of Shaman's Tears. It was like a Valiant comic, and there was a full page part in it with like, cause Shaman was a Native American guy. Yeah. And it was like a Native American girl in a waterfall, but she's naked, but the water's just kind of cascading over her. And good Lord, that page was open a lot.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, that's, it kind of brings me up. I didn't even ask, but I didn't even end up writing any down. But I kind of thought about that with this. I'm like, do we talk about TV shows? Like, episode 4 of season 2 of whatever,
Yeah.
Like,
I think we'll stick with movies this one, but there is some TV stuff that we can get into at some point.
Man. All right. So I guess getting in. I just went. I just went.
Oh, okay. So it's to me now.
No, it's Drew now.
It's to Drew.
To me. Okay.
Yeah.
With 2. Back to back. And baller to baller.
I might cut that one.
Cut what?
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant your story.
Yeah, I thought you were like, I might for the first time actually.
Oh, no, I don't have access to cut it. I know you're not going to cut it.
Yeah, I ain't cutting shit. not if my Shaman's Tears story is going to stay.
Oh, fudge. Okay. Well, another one that is a good movie, and this one took me by surprise. Because I didn't.
Space Jam!
Yeah. Dude, when he goes through the air and straight. No.
Be serious.
This is a movie that I wasn't warned about. And it was like, oh, wow. Those are some pretty nice boobies. And it's the whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was
Amanda Peet.
Yeah, I was like thoroughly enjoying that movie, and then it like got even better. Like,
yeah, that's a really good movie.
It's good.
It's funny fucking movie.
Yeah, and like, and then at the end, it was just like, oh, look at them up there, right? They are.
Amanda Peet.
Dude, a whole 9 yards. I'm actually rewatching Friends from the beginning right now. I'm like episode 10 right now of the first season. And dude, Matthew Perry is so goddamn funny.
He is.
Like, fucking serious. If that guy got his shit together, he should be fucking a huge star.
Yeah.
I mean, he was at one point. I mean, he made it.
Yeah, it seemed
he made all the money.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, yeah. He made all the money he ever needed off of Friends, but
and he's still making money off it.
Yeah.
I actually, going back to, I'm pretty sure it was Zelma Hayek. He was in a movie with her, like Fools Rush In or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that movie.
It's a good movie. He's a
good movie. Yeah.
The whole 9 yards was like, it's one of the funniest movies. It's like, that should be on a...
Yeah, it's one of those, what are they called? Ensemble movie, like, it's just like everybody's in it. And
I think it's probably kind of underrated too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, here's another one, and we talked about it, I think, before. Because you guys, it wasn't a comedy, but it did have a pausable moment, and that's True Lies.
True Lies.
No, Do It Again.
Where she was dancing in the bedroom?
Yeah, you don't actually...
Like the bedpost?
Yeah, and you don't see anything, but it was what was available at the time.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. Something about that scene was like... no. And you know what it was? At that time, and it may be different now, but it was like, I don't know why, but Jamie Lee Curtis's haircut really bothered me.
Her mom cut?
Like, it was like a 12-year-old boy haircut.
Yeah. He doesn't like short hair.
Well, it's not that I don't like short hair, because, like, we've talked about Halle Berry.
Drew's I think Drew really loves Jamie Lee Curtis just because of his Halloween obsession.
Okay.
Well, that's part of it, but it's
a sexy scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a banging body,
yeah.
and she did lick the bedpost.
I mean,
I was like, is that hot or is that weird? I don't know. Is that Dumb and Dumber Lloyd, licking the...
Yeah, she's actually had, other movies where she showed more, but it was...
Yeah.
Whatever reason, you know what? And like you said, it was kind of one of those in the house things. And
yeah,
sorry again to my brother for listening to this.
Well, one of the movies that she shows is a horror movie, and the other one is a comedy. So it doesn't really promote the feeling that you want. But then this movie, that was actually like a sexy, loving moment between.
And she didn't know it was Arnold, right?
She didn't even know. So
yeah.
And again,
True.
why it's not a comedy, I don't know, because when she falls and everything, it's funny and
yeah.
It's just it's meant to be an action movie. It has comedy, just like every action movie has some comedy in it.
Yeah,
every movie has some comedy in it.
All right. This is a surprise that it's fallen so far down the list, and we've talked about it. And this would be, in most Pausable Moments, probably top 3. So I got to go with the old Phoebe Cates, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah. That's you know what, that abortion scene really gets me every time.
Oh man.
Yeah. I apologize for everything I say on this podcast.
Yeah. That was a funny scene though where it was like you're like, oh my god, and of course that scene you're like pause. But then she busts in on Judge just doing the damn thing. That's so funny.
Yeah. Fucking Judge has a nice Reinhold of his
That's amazing. Judge has a Reinhold. A Reinhold is a really firm grip, everyone.
That's right.
Yeah. But it's self-explanatory. Phoebe Cates, what do we call it? De-blousing herself? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like one of those things you didn't know you wanted until you saw it, Phoebe Cates is kind of perfect back then.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how she is now, but even so. All right, here we go. I got a good one. This movie, I happened upon it accidentally because I went through this. I went through a Woody Allen phase where I just started watching every Woody Allen movie.
Okay. Yeah,
and I came across a movie called Deconstructing Harry.
Huh.
And in it, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is banging her brother-in-law. And there's a scene where the brother-in-law comes up to her, they're at a family gathering and all the family's outside and she's in the kitchen, and he comes up behind her and they start banging, kind of in the dining room area. But it's they stay fully clothed,
Like in Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yes.
So hot.
But yeah, they're in the dining room and
so wet. What's going on?
They're in the dining room and he's banging her, like bent her over kind of doggy style-ish or whatever, like lifted up her skirt or whatever. And then like the grandmother comes in, like I guess it's the guy's grandmother or whatever. And she's blind. She can't see what's going on. So she starts talking. Who's in here? Can somebody help me out? Like, and they have to like, hang on 1 second, Grandma.
Oh, wow.
It's actually really funny. It's a funny scene, but it's like, dude, if you know anything about me, you know, I fucking love Seinfeld and like, I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I think she's one of the funniest female comedian actors or whatever of all time. So when I saw this, I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah. I instantly stopped the movie, rewound it, started over again, rewound it, started over again, rewound it, started over again, until I didn't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, that's funny.
But it was So deconstructing Harry,
crazy,
and that's like really close to the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. In case anybody.
In case you don't like Woody Allen movies,
it's actually not one of his best movies. That's kind of around the time when, you know, all the stuff.
Yoko.
Well, you're thinking of John Lennon, but
oops, yeah.
Woody Allen started dating his adopted daughter or whatever.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Sorry, Yoko.
Suni.
Suni, yeah. I think that's
yeah.
And then, like, people were weirded out by Woody Allen, so he released it. There's actually another movie. I don't even know if you guys know it or have seen it, but have you ever heard of Curse of the Jade Scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got Mira Sorvino.
Okay.
Who was one of the women that I was obsessed with in the 90s. But that's another, like, Woody Allen movie that's, like... I'm not going to pick it, but it's got some sexy moments in there, probably some plausible moments, but it's not a very good movie for whatever reason.
There's only one Woody Allen movie I'm like super into.
I think Woody Allen got into like that. He got all that negativity from his fans and people at that time, so it kind of affected his movie making or his writing or something. I don't know, but it just I don't know.
What's that movie
during that time? What's the movie you like?
Midnight in Paris.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
I think you would really like the movie Scoop.
Scoop's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I think part of it is my brother and my dad. I think we're into some Woody Allen.
Yeah.
And when I was a younger kid and they would play Woody Allen movies, I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because I was like 12 years old and I'm like...
Well, you should go back now and watch like the classic Woody Allen movies because they're all so good. Yeah.
They're different. They're very different.
Yeah.
You know, but good.
And you know, that's one thing cool about them too is a lot of them are different even from each other with still being kind of the same, you know.
But then once Woody got into his Scarlett Johansson phase, that's when he started getting better. Yeah. Again, like coming back to...
Yeah. Yeah, actually those two, the Match Point and Scoop.
Match Point's really fucking good.
Yeah, but Scoop is like more of the comedy, so I think you would really like... If you wanted to jump back into it, go to that one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
so here's, let's see what I got for a second movie. Here we go. Man, you guys are in for a treat. I'm picking a thriller this time. Not a horror movie, a thriller. So there are some scary elements in it. But for the most part, it's just, you know, like a... I don't know what the... It's not detective, but it's just kind of a suspense thriller.
Okay.
But anyways, I don't know why I'm so focused on...
Roger Rabbit?
I don't know why I'm so focused on categorizing the movie. But it's called Double Jeopardy.
Yes!
Oh, okay.
And
Ashley
Judd.
Yeah.
Not only is it a fucking badass movie, but I fucking love Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a movie when we do we're going to do our romantic comedy teams.
Yeah.
There's a Ashley Judd movie that is it's my favorite. It's not my favorite romantic comedy, but it's like right up there. It's almost like When Harry Met Sally level.
You may need to take it sooner than later is all I'll say.
I can't even.
I don't know if that was supposed to mean something, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
I think he thinks he's going to grab it too.
You think you know?
I think so.
I don't think you do. You don't know anything about this movie.
Okay. Hey, we'll see.
You don't know shit.
We'll see when I get the pick before you.
Someone like you would never know this movie.
Okay, all right.
Someone like you. Someone who looks at the back of newspapers to jerk off.
No, I wasn't looking at the back of the newspaper.
Well, the reason
I was explaining the newspaper that I got.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, you guys would understand that if I told you the title of the movie.
Well, yeah.
You'd understand why I said someone like you.
Oh.
Anyways, Double Jeopardy. There's a sex scene in the beginning, towards the beginning when they're on a boat and she wakes up the next morning and she's covered in blood. Her husband's gone and she gets framed for killing her husband. And guess what? Double Jeopardy says you can't get charged for the same crime twice. So next time,
OJ?
That's right. So next time she sees that motherfucker alive, she can kill that motherfucker.
That's right.
It's a fucking badass movie too.
Yeah, it is.
And
it's
Ashley
really
Judd's,
good.
Ashley Judd's titties. Good Lord. Dude, I'm telling you, I love Ashley Judd. That's like,
I'm with you.
She was in another movie that I really like, a thriller, and I always get these two titles mixed up, so I don't remember which one it was. But because it was like two, you ever like, there's like two movies you see like close to each other, and then you get them confused.
Along Came a Spider or something, maybe?
No, was it in Just Cause she was in?
Just Cause.
That was the one where I think Morgan Freeman killed the guy because he killed his little girl or whatever, and like she played like McConaughey's wife or something. I think.
I don't know. I can look it up.
It was like about the whole like. I don't know if that was her or she was in this other movie.
Just Cause, if it's what I'm just pulled up, doesn't even have McConaughey or.
That's what I'm saying. There's another movie that I get confused. Like so that one.
Just Cause is it's Sean Connery and Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
Which would not be featured in this episode.
I'll have to think of the other because, like I said,
there's an awesome Lawrence Fishburne scene I want to get on.
I watched like two movies that were like these courtroom thrillers close to each other, and now I always get them confused like. For whatever reason now.
Ashley Judd was in
just
Kiss the Girls. Could be it.
No.
Oh. Well, Along Came a Spider and Kiss the Girls. Those are the movies that she was in with Morgan Freeman where he played what's his face? What the fuck is that series of books? Fucking A.
I don't know.
I don't know why we're going down.
So we're going to move on to the next pick.
I don't know.
And I'm going to go to a newer movie for this list. And again, this is one that does not have, any nudity in it. And it's like, why would you be mentioning this movie? But if you know this movie... this scene was super hot, and I'm talking about, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Oh, yeah. With JB.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Shout out to Justin Timberlake. Drink. Had to get Justin in somehow, so best way is to get Jessica Biel in, and Jessica Biel in that scene was banging.
It was banging. Her in her undies, just kind of shaking it.
And then she's like, have you ever touched these? He's like, dude, gross. That scene is hilarious, but you're like, damn.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I was getting my black guys confused. It was Samuel L., but it's called A Time to Kill.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
okay.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, back to me.
All right, and the
name of Morgan Freeman's detective in the books is the Alex Cross books.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Along Came a Spider and Kiss the Girls is from.
All right. So, well, I don't. See, this is the problem. I didn't have everything written down, so I don't remember if anybody picked it. I'm hoping nobody did. That shite.
Oh, dang. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting to some weird ones now where it's like...
All right, I don't see
maybe
it,
didn't,
so.
but some Pausable Moments, you know?
Okay.
American Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is...
That was going to be my next one, so...
yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon
Elizabeth is fucking banging, dude. God damn.
You know,
that scene was so talked about after the weekend of like seeing it for the first time in theaters.
Oh yeah,
everybody was talking about it.
Yeah,
I almost wrote down Beauty.
Yeah,
even that scene with Tara Reid was hot. Where yeah, where they're up in the room. She's like, "I'm coming," and like Dad's like just turns around like, "Okay."
But the real reason, let's be honest,
the
real reason you picked this is because that hot slice of pie.
That pie scene, I love it.
Pie scene.
Especially the unrated version when you get to see him laying on it. Oh man.
You see that pie looking all sexy.
You know, did you ever? They released. American Pie started I think they started the unrated version DVDs.
Yeah.
That was like the first one I can remember.
Yeah.
And all they did, the only thing that I saw that was different was that they changed the way that Jim fucked the pie.
Oh, really?
Rather than him holding it over his penis like this, standing up, he was laying on the table and fucking it like missionary style.
It was genius though.
That's genius. Not unrated. There's no difference there. It's just the way his body is angled.
But you caught some stuff.
Yeah.
And they had some scenes where they said some different things.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I see. I don't remember any of that. I just remember the difference of the pie fucking, and that was the unrated fucking scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A. Unrated would be like he pulls the pie away and you just see it frosted. You know? That's unrated.
Yeah. I see what you did there, though.
What do you mean?
Fucking A.
Fucking apple pie. There you go. I didn't even mean to do it. That's how good I am.
Yeah. What you got next, Drew?
I've got one we talked about before with the hot ass Vivica A.
Oh fuck!
And again, there wasn't actual nudity, but man, it was close. And I'm going booty call.
You're lucky I let you have that. I have it on here, and I've been wanting to pick it almost every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I knew you said you wanted it, so I figured I'd let you have it.
Yeah. No, that's...
Dude,
that's something.
Every time they switch to the Vivica Jamie Foxx apartment, that's like... It's like, oh fuck, yeah, get it. Yeah. You know? Like,
it's like elevated even more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's so good. When they're on the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love it, dude.
And then, there's also that weird thing where they're like, when they're on that like fucking bike thing.
Yeah. That's what he's doing, all the voices and stuff. Like,
and then he just like, she just starts going fast, and then like he just falls off the bed. It's like this weird slapstick thing in there. It's like, that probably didn't need to be in there, but oh man,
that's such a funny movie though. That's so fucking good,
man. Dude, this is getting a little tough. So I'm gonna go to the newest movie on this list again. And again, just a movie that like, you're like, this would be the new kids of today didn't have access to everything, this would be their basic instinct scene. And I'm talking about Wolf of Wall Street with Margot Robbie, Leo scene. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Where she's just like pushing him off with the heel.
God.
And he's like, look up because there's the teddy bear that has the eyes. And security people are watching, but like, you're like, damn, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Dude, Leo even bangs hot chicks in movies.
Yeah, I know.
Like, not just real life. Like, he's like, no, we'll be doing this scene with her.
Just surrounded by supermodels at all times. Leo's fucking amazing.
She was, to me, like, there was like, maybe not a lull, but there was like a little dip in like who's the hottest chick in Hollywood and stuff like that. You weren't really sure. And Wolf of Wall Street came out and you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, so. And
then she wasn't as hot as Harley Quinn though, to me. I don't know.
No. But that's mainly because that was that character or whatever. The character that she played in Wolf of Wall Street was like.
Well, Harley Quinn is supposed to be like, like childishly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you're not supposed to be attracted to that.
I guess not. Yeah, but Wolf of Wall Street was ridiculous.
None of us but Drew are attracted to children, so.
I'm not attracted to children.
She puts the dick in ridiculous.
I bet Wolf of Wall Street had probably a lot of pausable moments. Wasn't the plane scene just everybody in the company banging a chick at the same time?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a possible scene. That movie's so ridiculously.
I don't think we've ever brought that movie up, but that scene where he drives to that, I forget what the reason he was driving.
The Quaalude scene?
And he's all fucked up. And then they rewind it and show you exactly how it really went, not what was in his head.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's like one of the best fucking scenes in a movie of all time.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Without a scratch on me or the car.
Yeah.
That movie, 100%, I'm not going to say where, but that movie 100% will be when we do our top movies of all time.
Yeah.
That movie's definitely going to be in our 30.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to me, huh? Is that right?
Back to you.
Is that the correct?
That is correct. That is erect.
So here we go.
You are erect, sir.
Probably the woman in Hollywood that I think is probably the hottest star of all time is Kim Basinger. In my opinion. Kim Basinger is like, she just bleeds fucking sex,
That's gross.
But then you get a movie where they cartoonize her, and she's even fucking sexier.
Damn.
So I'm going Cool World.
Cool World.
Okay. Cool World. There's a scene in the movie where she fucks Brad Pitt as a cartoon, and he's a real life person. Yeah. And it's like,
I don't think I've ever heard of this movie.
You've never seen Cool World?
Oh, you've never? Whoa!
Never even heard of it?
No.
That's good. It's good.
God. Cool World is it's about this world of cartoons that Brad Pitt gets sucked into, and he's a human.
Yeah,
and he ends up becoming this like kind of private detective in the world. That's like the job that he ends up getting, and eventually, Kim Basinger as a cartoon seduces him so that I think through having sex with him.
Roger Rabbit 2?
No, this is Roger Rabbit XXX. It's like she sleeps with Brad Pitt so that she can become real somehow. I forget exactly how everything works out, but she wants to break into the real life dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I have to write this down.
Dude, this movie was good. I remember I remember getting this movie at Albertsons.
yeah, dude. Far more.
Because it had animated characters, so I was like, we could get away with it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was rated R. I think it was like PG-13.
I have it here.
Man. Yeah. When did it come out?
1992.
Early
it is
90s.
rated.
Oh, okay.
It's PG-13. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, Kim Basinger in this movie. Not only is she hot when she goes into the real world, but she's even fucking hotter as a cartoon. It's like amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole movie is a pausable moment. But
the whole cool world.
And her name is Hollywood. Like
yes.
WOULD. Oh, fuck. All right, and then finally, for my final pick, jeez, man, this is tough. Save that for honorable. Fucking A, guys.
There it is again.
Fucking A, pies.
Oh, that's good.
Fuck. God damn it. I don't know which one to pick.
That one.
Anyways, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and... This is a movie by a writer-director named Michael Davis. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
I think, Drew, that you know these movies, but...
That name sounds really...
This movie... it's called 100 Girls.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes!
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
That movie's incredible.
The scene where they have sex... In the beginning of the movie, he has sex with this girl in an elevator during a blackout.
Yeah.
And by the time the lights come back on, he's asleep, she leaves, and he never knows who it is. And then he loses his virginity to this girl. So he falls in love with her, and the whole movie is him... The only thing he knows about her is that she lives in an all-female dorm. So he goes to the dorm to meet all the girls in the dorm to find the one that he met in the elevator. Mm. And you got Katherine Heigl in this movie. Emmanuelle Chirique is the girl from the elevator that's super banging hot. Jamie Presley in this movie.
I'm really bummed about this.
Larissa Oleynik in this movie.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, he's the same guy who did that movie with the one.
Don't say it.
The kid sits in the front yard. Okay, yeah. I do know these movies. Yeah. Because there was another one he did too that was really
I really like this director. Yeah. I didn't even realize it till doing the research for this how much I like him, but I like him a lot.
This movie was really good. And you're right about it. I'm mad I didn't take this because this movie reminded me. There was an MTV show called Undressed.
Oh, and yeah.
This almost felt like the movie version of Undressed.
But better.
I mean, both are incredible. It's tough. Damn, that's a real bummer.
Not for me.
Yeah, no,
actually, I remember watching this movie and being like, because I saw that other movie first, and I was like, that's got to be the same director. Like, it just had that same feel. Yeah.
And the way it's written and the way he talks. The other movie that you're talking about, I will probably honorably mention if you don't steal it,
okay.
But there's a scene in that movie where the kid is describing Kerry Russell's breasts to his friend, and you'd think like it's two kids spying on a girl sunbathing, and you'd think that it's going to get like real perverted and gross, but the way he describes it, you're like, man, this kid's a fucking poet.
Yeah,
like, I'm wet just listening to it. You know?
Oh my god! Damn, there's. I'm mad because I want to take the other one right now, and I can't remember the name of it.
You want to take it right now?
Yes.
You want me to give it to you?
I can't remember what it's called.
The one we're talking about?
Damn.
The one with Kerry Russell?
All right. Hey, if you get it, you get it. I'll just move on to my next one.
I can tell you, I'll be willing to tell you if you want.
I don't even know if we're talking about the same one, though.
What are you talking about?
The movie with Kerry Russell.
It's called 8 Days a Week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you know where I'm going to go right now, though?
Oh, you found something?
No, yeah. Something else just jogged in my head when you said 8 days a week.
Okay.
And this movie was like, this dude should have been a bigger star. I don't know what happened. And I got to go with your boy Josh Hartnett and 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that chick in that movie, oh, what the fuck's her name? I really like her a lot.
Shannon Sossamon?
Sossamon, yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Shannon
happening?
Sossamon. Yeah.
What?
Somebody just rang the doorbell.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. Should have went 5.
Maybe that was the doorbell for my brain, you know?
Dude. Oh my God. You know, you just saying that, I've got another one. What is the movie that you...
I was thinking, so there was, from 100 Girls, there was, I thought there was another movie that was with it, and there was another movie that was kind of similar.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of what that other movie is right now. And I'm like trying to, for the life of me, figure out, you know, what movie it is, and I just can't remember it right now.
Well, another movie that guy did was Girl Fever.
Yeah, it was a
I'm gonna have a lot
dang
of
it.
edits on this.
Yeah.
You know, but, I was trying to keep going, but.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all
you
good.
were? I was like completely off. Like,
no, it's all good. So I'll go back to it, but we'll start right now. Yeah, 40 Days, 40 Nights. That was crazy because it was like the whole thing was a damn tease because it was like they were trying to out him, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
So like every chick was like doing something crazy.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
You're like, oh my god, like the copier scene. And,
Yeah. All the girls at his work.
yeah, all of that was like, that kind of stuff's like almost even hotter than when you just see like a pair of titties, you know?
You know what?
Because you can see that anywhere.
You know what
but
really?
The tease you can't get.
You know what really surprised me about that movie?
What's that?
Was the guy who was the pastry seller was redheaded Pete from Pete and Pete, the tall Pete. It's the first time I'd seen him since Pete and Pete. That trumps every sexy scene in the movie. I was like, "There's Pete."
That movie though, that'll get you.
Oh fuck.
Drew, you're
saying that brings up another movie of Shannon Sossamon, and also, so why don't we just throw in Jessica Biel, and why not throw in Kate Bosworth too? And I'm talking Rules of Attraction.
Oh jeez.
So you get to see like basically all three. I mean, the Shannon Sossamon sex scene isn't really something that you would pause on because it's a fucking date rape thing, but.
You would pause because you separate that.
But like Jessica Biel, there's a hot scene where she's like going down the hall in like her bra and panties and stuff. And this was the first movie she got in trouble with the Seventh Heaven people with.
Yeah.
Because
really?
she was in her underwear. Yeah. So
maybe I should have gone with that one instead.
Yeah. It's pretty damn good. And it's again one of my favorite movies of all time. Like it's just a really good movie. The pacing of it, the guy who wrote the book that what's his name, Brian Easton Ellis.
Yeah.
He's the one who wrote Fight Club, right? Or there's like a couple movies from that era that were like him.
Yeah,
and it's just a very well told movie, and
it's a crazy movie. I love how it ends too.
Yeah,
I actually love it,
yeah.
But some people hate it. I won't spoil, but
no, but it's a very good movie. So it would be my 10, right?
Some people get to the ending and it negates the whole movie for them and they hate it because of it.
Man, okay, I figured it out. Dang it. Okay, this is going to be on my honorable mention. It doesn't have anything to do with honorables, but it's similar.
You are dropping Romeo and Juliet, so you might make your thing. So
yeah, I will be dropping that. Yeah.
So everybody's got 10, right? We're all in?
Yep, we're all in. Now we're in the honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. My first one, Starship fucking Troopers.
Fuck, I have it.
That shower scene is ridiculous. There's just boobs everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
plus, like, Denise Richards in it, you don't even see her, but it's still in the sex scene in the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Casper Van Dien and what the hell's the chick's
Dina
name?
Meyer.
Dina Meyer, yeah.
Got to go with the original, Porky's.
Yeah.
What a great, I mean, that shower scene, and then there's other stuff in there too, but, and
yeah, now it's kind of a bummer that now we're starting to get into these, because it's like, there's so many of them that we just kind of like missed.
Yeah.
Well, they're, these are the ones that are important to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the whole reason it's a honorable mention, because it would have got denied, but this is a true plausible moment for me.
Yeah.
WWE's Fully Loaded 1998. when
oh my God.
The bikini contest, when Sable takes off her top and it's just the handprints.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Etched in my memory forever.
God.
Oh, come on, Andy.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Don't let Brock Lesnar hear this.
Yeah, exactly.
Just breaks down the door. You're like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar's in my house, and then he just kills you.
Yep. And then he just tells you, James, have a nice day, and walks away. All right, the first one. This is the one I was thinking of when I was trying to think of 100 Girls. There's another movie like it, Dorm Days.
Dorm Days. Is that by the same director?
I don't know if it is or not, but it's kind of like similar. It's in that like I don't want to say it's like
I think
is comedy sex movie.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things that came out like around the same time, just trying to jump on the train of
DAZ. Is it DAZE?
Yeah, DAZ.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, National Lampoon's movie.
Yeah,
I remember that. I think that came out when we were in Tallahassee.
That sounds about right.
I remember seeing like posters and shit all over town because we were in the college.
Something like that.
Yeah.
If it'll come into focus. There we go.
Yeah. I remember seeing those posters and stuff all over town. People were really
it kind of hit on that same type of thing, but yeah, that was a great one. That's the one I was kind of trying to think of with the 100 Girls kind of phase. The next one I'll go with, this is going to be kind of a weird one. This would be maybe featured in a pool one that we may do later, but got to go with Swim Fan.
Swim Fan.
Yeah, where she came in and kind of seduced dude in the pool.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about a creepy fucking movie too,
though. Yeah, that's creepy as hell.
That movie.
But you're like, damn, this is creepy. But
isn't it kind of like single white female-ish? Isn't that
in a way? Yeah. You know where she was like, oh, I can't swim, and then all of a sudden, like, she's trying to seduce the swimmer and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that movie was super creepy, but like.
There's a new movie coming out with Aubrey Plaza that looks fucking really crazy fucking good.
Yeah.
But it's about her like becoming obsessed. I guess she like forms obsessions of these girls and just wants to be part of their lives, and she becomes obsessed with this girl that she follows on Instagram. So she like comes up with all these ways that she can get close to this girl.
Oh wow.
It looks really fucked up and crazy, but like also really good.
What was that Alicia Silverstone movie where she was kind of like that? I remember it was like a real dark movie for her. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? It was like maybe around like 93, 94-ish. But it was like one of those dark, like swim fan, like stalker type movie kind of thing.
I don't know.
Damn.
I can't think of it.
All right, this is tough. I've got a couple of them. I think this is one that she doesn't really get. She doesn't get naked because this chick has a no nudity thing in her movie clauses. And
that's negotiable.
Gonna go. What's that?
So that's negotiable.
I don't think this is actually. Yeah. So this chick was the hottest chick in the game for a long time, and we all were like, damn, this chick she's bad, and we're talking about Jessica freaking Alba.
Oh yeah.
And can you guess what movie I'm talking about?
Good Luck, Chuck.
You're damn right. This movie does feature other people, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's moments in the movie that you can find that, but you also get sexy ass Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Who was that? There was the girl in that movie that was people really obsessed over. You saw her boobies in it. It was somebody that was she was not famous at all, but they saw her in this movie and she kind of blew up from it. I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't really remember the movie. I mean, I remember the story of it, but that was about it.
It was really, I think the girl's scene was she was just one of the women that
the guy in
the Dane Cook lays out on the bed and you just see her titties, you know?
Is it the goth girl?
No, it's just some girl that had really big breasts and I don't know which one it is, but I know that she got some.
Man, there's
fame.
So many of them in here.
She got some.
Oh, big titties.
Yeah.
Lindsay Maxwell.
It may be. I can't remember now. I don't know.
It literally says her name in this was McTitty. It's hilarious.
God. That movie
was
I can't be turned on by that movie anymore because I only think of that guy in the theater. Oh man.
Yeah.
I just picture his fucking wiener moving in his pants every time. God. Oh God. It's so disgusting. The guy, God, I wish you guys were there to see it.
And you wish he wouldn't have ruined this movie for you.
Yeah, I know.
It's, let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hold on. This is gonna...
Yeah, I think that might be her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that girl's name?
This is riveting.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Lindsay Maxwell.
Lindsay Max, okay. So
Yeah.
maybe that's her. I know that there was some kind of Playboy deal or something happened from the movie.
Yeah.
And the girl kind of blew up a little bit.
Yeah, I would say that has to be her just because her name is McTitty.
All right. Well, here we go. My honorable mentions. Man, all these interruptions really kind of brought this shit down. We were on such a roll and then we...
Yeah, you know what? 5 was probably the right call. But...
No, it's okay. I think we're still doing good. Let's see here. For honorable mentions... First off, this movie has one of my favorite scenes of all fucking time.
Okay.
And I'm kind of pissed that I forgot about it until this point, and I think I'm going to want to add drop. So I'm talking the chase, Charlie Sheen, Christy Swanson in the car while they're driving. Oh, fuck. It's such a good scene. Everything around them disappears and it's just sunset in the background.
Yeah.
And there's no...
You may not get that.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to hope
I'll be curious what you're at dropping too, because I like your list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I might pull a number just in case I get a later number.
I'm actually hoping I get a further down number so I can see what would drop.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a couple on yours I like.
My next honorable mention is the horror movie, the one horror movie that I picked, and it's Freddy vs. Jason. and there's a girl in it named Catherine Isabel who is
a bell.
She's a Hollywood, huh? No, she's a bell. She's a Hollywood scream queen. She's like one of the people that, like, if you go to horror conventions and stuff, she's a huge presence there. And she's been in a ton of movies. She was in that movie about the plastic surgery. What was that called? Did you ever see that?
Dr. Giggles.
No. But anyways, she's like a really well-known horror actress, and she's for some reason she's really hot to me. And she plays, if you remember Freddy vs. Jason, she plays the drunk girl, the one that's like real party, and she drinks constantly, and the girls are always like, stop drinking so much. You know? And then there's a scene where she goes upstairs and bangs her boyfriend, who I think is Jason Ritter. No, I don't think it is. It's some other guy. But she goes upstairs and bangs her boyfriend, then she goes into the shower, starts to take a shower, and they show that, and then her boyfriend gets killed while she's in the shower by Jason. But the fact that she's separated from the horror, it made it okay for me, you know?
I got you. So, yeah. It's not Drew's the gift.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you just have to make sure you pause the gift right away. Right when you see him come out, that's where you stop it. And then you let it go, and then you can, right after you finish, you can see her get beat up.
You can feel bad about what you just did.
Yeah. So I got...
you got one more.
One more, yeah. And for my final one, jeez.
Say it. We are the Millers.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's on my new. We're the Millers. Yeah.
It's too new for me. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
For my final honorable mention, and this is actually one that I would like to add drop for too.
Don't recall three-boobed prostitute.
No. This is The Saint with Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue.
Ooh.
And if you've never seen it, there's a scene where they are running from Russian people, and they go into a fucking manhole down in the sewers, and they're in the sewers, and it's like fucking full winter in Russia. And they have to take all their clothes off and like hug each other to stay warm while they're hiding.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's fucking that scene when she takes, oh God, it's not even, they're trying to survive. And I'm like, oh shit, look at that.
Survival.
Oh, fuck. It's like a real tense moment. I'm like, oh yeah, whip it out.
You got a real Judge Reinhold on your team.
That's right. I have a real strong Reinhold. Oh fuck. All right.
Well,
I do want to add drop.
So do I.
Okay.
Shake the box.
So we
this is the first time in a while all three of us are at drop.
We haven't done it in a while. I really gotta get. Fuck. Andy got number one. Fuck. Which one of these is me? Yes, I'm number 2.
Okay.
All right. Well, I will add
so
drop.
You're going to add drop?
I think so.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I really like my list. So
James, this is me getting very unique with this.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your movie, and then hopefully you will offer a trade for it when I take your movie.
Fuck you.
So I'm going to drop Romeo and Juliet, and I'm going to add The Chase.
Damn you. Fucking straight to hell.
Yeah. Hey, you got me on a previous trade, so I'm just trying to, see what I can work out, and we can work a trade out.
Okay. Well, all right. Fuck. That's the one I was going to trade for. So at this point, what do you want to do? What do you want from me?
Okay. I like the idea of 100 girls. I like the idea of the girl next door. Wild Things is probably way too high on the list, so I'm going to say either 100 girls or the girl next door.
Fuck.
You still have to. You're not. Are you going to add?
Well, that's what I was going to add drop for.
Oh, okay, so you're not add dropping.
Now I have to figure out a trade.
Yeah.
Fuck
you could do it.
You motherfucker. God damn it.
Sometimes you got to get a little sneaky.
All right.
Well, you know what you could do? Oh, never mind. What were your 3 honorables, Andy?
Dorm Days, Swim Fan, and Good Luck Chuck.
Okay.
You could take, you could pick up Good Luck Chuck and we could do another trade.
Well, here's what I'll do. Since you already had dropped.
Yeah, you should drop one of those.
I'm going to drop 100 girls.
Nobody gets it.
I'm going to drop 100 girls.
Oh.
And then I'm going to take the Saint.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to see your face. I'm not going to do that.
Well, I had a different idea that was pretty devious, so.
Oh, yeah?
Well, have me do it?
Huh?
Have me pick it
Drew
up?
could now pick it up and then make a trade with me.
Yeah. I do. Okay, I want the chase, so I got to trade. Fuck, man. You really put me in a fucking spot here.
The other thing I was going to do, which you would hate me, it was going to be hilarious, though. Get you to pick up Good Luck Chuck. And then just tell you I was just trading the one movie, so you'd be stuck with Good Luck Chuck.
I wouldn't even do that. What do you think? You can mind control me?
I was trying.
Okay, here. This is what I'll do. All right. Fuck.
You can pick up Porky's and Starship Troopers also.
Or
Starship Troopers is a good
WWE, fully loaded.
Damn right.
I'll give you Girl Next Door for the chase.
Done.
Right.
Done. That's what I wanted. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Drew, you gonna add drop?
Nope.
You're not?
Well, you already went to trades before.
You can still add drop.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. You can still add drop.
No, I was pretty locked in, but I kind of wanted to see what
was going to happen.
Andy really fucked me right there.
I was going to see.
Yeah,
what
it did.
I wanted to see what he was going to drop for it. What would you have dropped if you would have got number 1?
What would I have dropped? I was going to drop the Last Picture Show, probably.
Oh, okay.
Or Deconstructing Harry.
Yeah, which I would have won. Neither of those. Yeah.
Fuck, man, you really left a bad taste in my mouth at the end of this sexy podcast. Fucking A.
Well,
I'm so glad that I got to.
We've now had 2 spit takes.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. We are all locked in with our teams of Pausable Moments.
Fully loaded.
We got a Reinhold on our teams, and we're ready to go. So here it is. This is Drew's team of.
This is my compilation.
Pausable Moments.
This is the VHS tape I'd be sliding over to people.
Number 1, Alexander. Number 2, Desperado. Number 3, The Gift. Number 4, Titanic. Number 5, Halloween 2. Number 6, Whole 9 Yards. Number 7, True Lies. Number 8, American fucking Pie. See what I did there? Number 9, Booty Call. And number 10, Rules of Attraction.
All right.
For Andy's team of Pausable Moments. Number 1, Basic Instinct. Number 2, Swordfish. Number 3, Cruel Intentions. Number 4, American Beauty. Number 5, Eyes Wide Shut. Number 6,
Steal.
Yeah, what was it? What did we? Oh, The Girl Next Door. For some reason, I crossed your thing out and wrote The Chase. Number 6, Girl Next Door.
That's because what he.
Yeah. Number 7, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Phoebe Cates, man. Shit.
Cates.
Can we all just stop here for a second and just imagine that scene real quick?
Yeah, I've got
Let's all get a Reinhold.
I was just going to say, I've got a Reinhold on it.
Number 8, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. Number 9, Wolf of Wall Street. And number 10, 40 Days, 40 Nights.
Yeah,
and James's team of Pausable Moments. Number 1, Wild Things. Can we just pause right here for a second and just think about that 3-way scene with Denise Richards and Nev Campbell? All right. Number 2, Fair Game. Number 3, Twilight. Number 4, The Chase. Number 5, Boogie Nights. Number 6, The Last Picture Show. Number 7, Deconstructing Harry. Number 8, Double Jeopardy. Number 9, Cool World. And number 10, 100 Girls.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so this was an experience.
It was draining.
Yeah.
You know?
This was, it sucks because, never mind, that's for off the podcast. Here's another edit.
Yep.
What do you mean? What sucks?
Well, I was just going to say we're going to be like, this might have been our quickest one. And then we had so many interruptions that we don't know how long the fucking podcast is right now. But like I said, that's more of an off mic topic than.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of interruptions.
Are you having an interruption right now?
No. I was just pausing the moment of Drew taking the DVD straight out of the DVD player while he's in the living room.
Mom's coming in, smash the DVD player.
Oh, God. Well.
Why do you go to smash? Nobody ever said anything about smashing.
Comedy is about heightening it, Drew.
Just she comes in and the whole fucking entertainment center blows up. I wasn't doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You pull the whole entertainment center down. TV explodes on the floor. You do but then you forget to tuck your dick into. So you're just standing there. It looks like you're just getting off on smashing shit in the house.
Or you put everything away, right? You got the DVD all taken care of, all that, and you forget to pull up your pants.
Not doing anything, Mom. Shit. Fuck. All right. This has been fun, guys.
Yeah.
Apologize
tune in
to everybody for this one.
Yeah, tune in next time for I don't know what, but a better version of the podcast than today.
Yeah. I don't think it gets any better than this.
Stay cool, world.
I was just gonna say, right after this, I'm gonna go lock my door and watch Cool World. See you guys later.